Hi, this is Emraan Hashmi.
Hi, this is Prachi Desai.
And you're watching
Bollywood Hungama.
Well, we have with us the lead pair of Azhar, one of the most eagerly awaited films of 2016, Emraan Hashmi and Prachi Desai. Wonderful to have you guys on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
And I must tell you that you are live right now on Bollywood Hungama Facebook.
How are you doing?
Alright, so a very, very unusual character. A highly unusual character. I think it's rightly said that love him or hate him. It's like very unusual, both in personal as well as professional life. One of the most complicated roles of your career so far, and it's like a real life character as well.
Complicated and also a huge responsibility.
Yes,
and it's a huge responsibility. Unusual in the sense, I would say, first of all, starting off with his cricket style. Completely non-textbook. When you have to see him on the crease, the strokes that he used to play were almost suicidal. The way he used to, whack a ball which is right on the off side towards the on. And only Azhar bhai could play like Azhar bhai. So apart from that, his life also has been extremely eventful. In this film, we've documented it right from the 80s when he became the captain, first when he came to the team, and then he had a great run as a captain for 10 years. And of course, then the allegation that happened in 2000, and he was right at the stop at his peak at that point of time, and things went terribly wrong. So yes, there's one thing it's been very challenging because when you're playing a fictional character, there are 1,000 ways you can play that character, and all 1,000 can be right, but there could be strong criticism for a film like this because people have known Azhar bhai, his fans, especially people who have seen cricket in the 80s and 90s, and so they're going to gauge the film in a very different way. So just understanding that you're pitching the film, of course there's a wider audience, there's a cricketing audience that has not seen him, would want to see what happened, a story lost in time, but for those fans and also for Azhar bhai, because he's going to be seeing the film finally, and I just hope that the entire crew has made him proud in this. He's proud of all of us and our performances in the entire
crew. And even when you played Daud, for example, it was said that it's like a fictionalized, highly fictionalized, whether it is based on real life events or not. It's like, and then obviously the guy was not, you're not meeting him. I don't think you'd like to get his approval either. But here is a guy who's constantly there with you all the time. So that must have been like tough in its own way. Now you're playing Noreen, his first wife. You apparently have met her as well, and there's a lot of facial similarity between you and Noreen as well. So how was the experience of meeting someone like her? Because you have to be extremely sensitive while portraying her on screen, because she's the one what we can traditionally call as the woman wronged in a way.
Actually playing Noreen was a bit daunting initially because no matter how much I tried to find out about her or whatever research I tried to put in or get any kind of data, it was just not possible. You try finding out anything you can about Noreen, and there will be absolutely no information available. I think you will see that one rare picture of hers which is online, and that's about it. So I actually was relying on Tony to give me as much information as possible about her. But I think the whole role changed for me completely once I actually met her, because before that I was within these limitations of these adjectives basically that people were using for her. So they were describing her in certain terms and I had to completely stick to that. But honestly, just barely 4 or 5 terms to explain a person is not enough to create a whole character. So for me, I was going by the script and I was going by all of this until I actually met her. And when I met her, I got an insight to the real Noreen that there is. Of course, I met a more mature version of her, because where we start off in the film, it's back in the 90s and they were so young. She was just 16 when she married Azhar. And I think I could totally imagine what she would have been like when she was younger. But she was a wonderful person, so gracious, beautiful of course, and I think I creeped her out a little just because I was trying to observe her as much as I could. But she was really nice.
And I believe she's quite chilled out. She has a good sense of humor.
She's such a confident person, and this I didn't think of. She's so strong, confident. She's such a modern person. But because I was playing a girl who was from Hyderabad, who was Muslim, I imagined she'd be so conservative. I imagined she'd be so shy, so soft-spoken, or many things about her. But when I met her, it was so different, and I think that is when I could actually apply all of those things into the film. She's imbued with this inherent charm and something about her. So that aura, that personality, and let me tell you, it's not shy, it's not subdued, it's none of those things which you would imagine conventionally a girl of those days. Right. So yes, still keeping certain things in mind which are required for the film and for that role, but yet trying to put the real Noreen into it.
Absolutely. And in fact, Hyderabadi Muslim society will be expected to be slightly more conservative than other parts of India. Now, always there's an expectation of like a Sufiana Mizaj sort of song in a Emraan Hashmi film. It has to be there. Very nice. I think lyrics are very nice as far as this song is concerned. Is it something that you enjoy? That people expect a certain sort of music from you?
I love the song, and it took a lot of time for Preetham to give it to us. So much time that we thought we might not get it, but I think I
just replay Pilu.
Yeah, I know what Preetham was trying to get at. There was a past song which was picturized in both of us, Pilu, which was 5 years ago, and it's still somewhere in the consciousness of people.
Absolutely,
it was a huge hit.
I think it always will be, because very nice song.
Great moments, great the way it was picturized. The film was super successful, and this time again we were coming again in this film, and there's this relationship between these two people, and it's very different from the relationship with Sangeeta. There has to be the environment in Hyderabad, the way it's shot there. It's old Hyderabad. It's a traditional aspect. It's a Orthodox Muslim household, and and Preetham had to give this track. We had approached him last year in Jan to give the track, and we actually got it right at the end in November.
Right.
But he was working on it, and then finally when we heard it, it was like, this one is a winner. It's an instant hit.
But wonderful lyrics.
Yes.
Wonderful lyrics.
Wonderful lyrics.
Yeah, just never
definitely, yes.
Come on, Lika.
And sung beautifully.
Right.
Preetham has composed it very well. I think it all comes together to make one really, really. It definitely has shelf life. I think this song really will, stand the test of time.
Right. In fact, I think you have a unique distinction, Prachi Desai, that I think you are the only actress who has worked with Emraan Hashmi, and it has worked without the entire kissing element and all those elements, and still it's like very successful.
Yeah.
The track record that you have.
Yeah, I actually wanted to break Imran's record and still prove that we can do well in spite of that, and it really worked wonderfully.
Yeah, absolutely.
We made up for lost time in this film. Yes.
The lost opportunity.
And lost moments in.
So there's kissing between you and Prachi Desai.
You have to watch the film to find out.
You have to watch the film, but I just said
there's
it right now.
There's a glimpse in the song which leaves you guessing actually whether it happened or whether it didn't. So you'll have to watch the film to find out.
Okay, all right. That's I think you're looking very good. In the without the moustache look, you're looking extremely young. It's like 20s, early 20s.
After 10 years. I really did. And no one understands this. No one believes me. They start laughing at me when I say I shaved after 12 years. But I actually shaved after 12 years.
So you generally have a stubble.
I was frightened to shave. I have a fear of shaving. It's a phobia I have. But it's a fact. I used to tell Tony
live
that.
On Facebook?
Yes, I'm live on Facebook, and I have a fear of shaving. And because Azhar bhai, I've met him. And I was like, I kept on, trying to negotiate with Tony. I was like, a little bit stubble here and there. So Tony said that, no, have you seen Azhar bhai is always, clean shaven. There's only this one phase in the late 90s when he was playing with the moustache. It's close to when the, controversy happened. So I had shave
and the collar
and the collar up. And the collar also came up at a certain point of time in his life. And then we found out when we started watching the matches, we asked him, because he didn't remember when he started putting his collar up. And there's also a reason why he used to put his collar up.
Okay.
And that's the first question I asked him, Azhar bhai, why do you put your collar up? And obviously we know, a lot of fans don't know why he used to put the collar up. But
we'll find out in the movie?
Huh?
We'll find out in the movie?
We won't find out why. You'll find out in the interviews if you ask me why he puts his collar up.
Why?
Because he used to get sunburnt on his neck. Because when he used to feel, and it was, there was harsh sun, and he used to just be like burning him. He used to sometimes put a cold towel in the break, or he used to just put his collar up.
And people felt it's like attitude. People felt
well,
like that.
It finally became the style statement. A lot of people started doing it. I remember in school, everyone started doing it after seeing Azhar bhai.
No, absolutely. Everyone.
Yeah.
There's a friend of mine in US, and when I posted like pictures with you guys on Facebook, so the first question was that, does he have the collar on? You know, everyone remembers him with that.
Yeah,
everyone remembers him with that. When that moment comes in, when Azhar dedicates his award and this mentions Sangeeta, you know, it must have been like if you think from real life perspective, he is like a celebrity, and he's having this he's having this, living this double life in a way, and someone who's had like a spotless image earlier, who was extremely pious, and I still remember he used to keep rosas even while playing.
Yes.
I don't know how many people can possibly do that. What was your entire reading of such a man was like that? You're the one, Noreen is the one who's coming in so early in his life.
Yeah.
I'm sure that in terms of luck and everything, he's giving to children as well. How do you look at it?
I think as an actor, that particular scene or that particular what I faced in the film in that part, I couldn't help but feel devastated, because I guess I was going through those emotions that possibly Noreen went. I can never feel what she would have felt, but I think there had to be that real sense of connect for me to be able to bring that out on screen. But more so, I think because I was playing a real life character for the first time, it so happens that when you're playing a fictional part, you can think of many things. You can think of various ways of how you want to deal with it, or how a certain person would react to those situations. But this is a thing of the past that you cannot change. This has happened. This is something where you're not getting any answers and reasons for, but this has happened. So how do you deal with it? It was really tough. It was devastating in one word. But
what was Noreen's reaction? Did you ask her that? How did you deal with it?
Look, I met her in a very personal capacity, and I really do respect her. Also, she's been such a private person all her life that just because I'm playing this character, I think I wouldn't want to cross a certain line. I won't exactly be able to say what my conversation with her was, but that's not something I think that I would make her uncomfortable with anyway.
We have heard all these stories about your entire kissing sequence with Nargis Fakhri, and I was just shown a video as well, the making as well.
Yes, I haven't seen that video.
Apparently the moustache, she ate your moustache as well. She got totally method acting, and she totally got.
She was very fond of the moustache by the end of it.
Fond of kissing you, or fond of moustache?
You have to ask her about the other part of it, but definitely the moustache. She's taken it home. Right. Take the moustache home.
Right. It looks so kinky. I'm sorry to say that.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just me.
I'm sorry, but
I think that's just
like,
me.
That's just you.
I make anything look kinky. I don't think it's the moustache. Right. It's my reputation on screen that precedes me.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel that it can possibly give ideas to couples that, you know, just a
to
curiosity.
Put on fake moustaches.
Not fake moustaches, but you know, maybe moustaches can be interesting as well.
Of course they can be. I've always
just curious.
You know, you're asking the wrong guy. You should be asking
Nargis about this.
Yeah.
Nargis can answer it very well.
It
was very painful for me with the moustache. It was a big problem because the thing is, in the film it keeps going between the past and the present. So I had to constantly have that thing stuck on.
Right.
Not very exciting, but yeah. I had it in Once Upon a Time. I think most of my films have either had a goatee or a moustache, and yeah, it's pretty.
Now we are having a different side to the entire how one can possibly kiss. A very new side we have discovered to kissing from Emraan Hashmi. In so many interviews over the years, new ways he has taught us. Yes. So thank you, Emraan, for just sharing your insight and
anytime. Always willing to serve. People
humanity
of my country, yes, and also overseas.
Overseas,
yes.
Everyone,
yes.
Yeah, everyone is watching. Okay, now coming to the a bit of the serious part of it, the match fixing element, which is there, which is extremely interesting. In the promo, we are saying that somewhere you guys are provoking certain interest, that whether he was part of it or he was not part of it. When you say that India ki haar ki qeemat kitni, that element is there, and when the Pakistani player is telling that hamari taraf aaja, and you say that mere to naam mein Mohammed hai. How do you look at this aspect, and do you feel somewhere that personally, in a personal capacity, the fact that Azhar belonged to a particular religion, and maybe that was one of the reasons that he was slightly judged a bit more than other people who were implicated as well.
That would be wrong to say.
Because there were other people who were implicated as well in the match fixing allegation.
And you know, it came on pretty hard on Azhar bhai because for lots of reasons at that point of time. I think he he was on the top of his game, and obviously his name was taken. It was the first, and he kept very quiet throughout the entire episode. There was the sting operation, there was a court case that was going on for 12 years, it was this media circus, and all the players were coming ahead and talking about it. But Azhar bhai chose not to. And for some people, his critics feel that his silence worked against him. But I think that there was a certain strength in his silence. He was very confident that eventually, he was letting the law take its own course, and the judicial system would eventually find out that he is not, he'll be acquitted, and that happened in 2012. Personally, as a fan of Azhar bhai, I just feel that it was very wrong for everyone to come down so heavy on him, because that's how people are, I guess. Most of the people, they all like to play judge, jury and executioner once there's especially a celebrity or a sports person or a match fixing scandal. You see it around the world, and everyone comes on really, I mean, the media starts off with it, and their assumptions and their conclusions that are made, but you don't let the law play its course of 10 years, 12 years, and eventually there wasn't any proof of that. So people might not agree with it, they should accept the court verdict, and that's what I feel.
The court verdict is one, but the entire case was so heavily reported at that point of time.
Yes.
Anyone who remembers it would remember almost everything.
Yes.
All those reports which came in that Azhar admitted to the BCCI committee that हाँ मैंने match बनाया है. Those are the famous words which became a part of the entire public.
I think that again was inaccurate.
Right.
Because I sat down with Azhar bhai and I spoke to him, and Tony and me asked him all these questions, and he was very frank, and he answered all of those questions without flinching.
So did he say something of this sort? He didn't.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously denied it, that he never said anything. There was never any statement that was recorded that way. If there was a statement, that would have obviously worked against him, and he wouldn't be acquitted after 12 years. So there was a lot of stuff that was, I guess, miscommunicated. I don't know how it came about, but I remember reading these things.
I am a huge Azharuddin fan, as you have already witnessed that.
Yeah.
But practically speaking and objectively speaking, I followed him since 1984, and he was an extremely simple guy.
Yes.
In terms of the way he dressed, the way he looked, everything. He was an extremely simple guy. But there was like once he met Sangeeta, and there was a definite shift in him personally. All those things which came in terms of the like that Shastri thing, Ravi Shastri thing, that he just brought in 6 lakh rupees, and and he became fond of watches, expensive watches and expensive other things.
You can't
but he was not like that earlier at all.
So what? People change, people evolve with time, and I don't see, it was very unfair for people to criticize him for that. He had a phase of his life. Obviously, he was from his humble background. His roots were in Hyderabad, and he started off from there, and he started playing in school, college. He eventually came into the team,
right.
And he was married to this very traditional woman, this Orthodox Muslim woman, Noreen. And after he became successful, he kind of evolved into another person, and yes, he met someone else.
But isn't that something that happens with all of us?
Yeah, it happens to everyone.
I mean, over the years, I think all of us.
And he's a sports. He was such a big celebrity, so I guess the criticism was heavy on him. The media came on him, but it was completely uncalled for. And so what if he started living the glamorous life? He loved watches. So what? So I don't think anything wrong with that.
Relating things, but yeah.
Yeah, but all those reports that he just brought in 6 lakh rupees in cash, and those reports are there. And why it was surprising as far as Azharuddin was concerned was that he was extremely different person than what he was, and there was almost like a drastic change.
Yeah.
Some change समझ में आता है, but like Gavaskar is still the same, like the way we've seen him for the last 30 years. And this is coming from a huge fan myself.
Yeah,
I'm a huge
That's
fan.
a personal choice.
Okay, but many people would say हमारे वहाँ क्या होता है कि that बहुत सी चीज़ें जो होती हैं वो उस पे होती हैं that कि पहली बीवी की जो है बद्दुआ लगी होगी, and इस वजह से उसके साथ में बुरा हुआ. People say that. People said that when all these things started
these
coming.
times there's so many divorces. I mean, it's every second person, marriage is kind of falling apart. It happened at that point of time. It's not like divorces used to not happen at that point. It's just that people change, the dynamics of the relationship changed, and they chose to move on. Azhar bhai moved on, and Noreen moved on. So,
Okay, now let's move on to slightly fun sort of segments that we have. We have 3 segments, and let's quickly take a few of them. We've taken fan question as well. So first of all, this quiz is that how well do you know each other, since you're playing like husband-wife in the movie. So we are assuming that you know, and since you've worked earlier as well, that we are assuming that you know quite a bit about each other. So we'll ask you questions about Prachi, and we'll ask Prachi questions about you.
Okay.
So let's see that how much, who's knowing better. And we are just requesting that jitna aap competitive ho sake, it's like
course,
better
always.
for
Yes.
us. Always. Okay, so we'll start with ladies first. If you allow.
Please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Prachi Desai, how well do you know Emraan Hashmi? When is Emraan Hashmi's birthday?
24th of March.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, thankfully it was just a month ago, so I know.
Right. Who has written the foreword in Emraan Hashmi's book, The Kiss of Life?
Akshay Kumar.
2 out of 2. 2 out of 2.
Pressure's on.
Which Emraan Hashmi film had the song Wo Lamhe?
Zehar.
3 out of 3.
Ah!
3
Are
out
there
of 3.
more? Okay.
Yeah, there are at least 5 actually. There has to be
Okay.
5. In which film was Emraan seen running a shop selling adult products?
Kaliyog.
My.
That was a guess!
She knows
Wait, that was a
she knows
guess!
more
Out
than I
of
do.
4, you know,
I didn't remember that.
generally actors, they prefer many hints and all those things. But this is brilliant.
Sorry.
You had taught her?
No, I was-
I had told you already the questions and
It's
you
already,
are
you didn't ask the questions.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll ask her slightly,
Difficult
Tougher.
one.
slightly, which is I
Something
don't.
I'm sure even I won't know about
Ouch.
myself.
I think you know. This one. You know.
It's about one of my songs.
No.
Or
No, you know.
No, it'll be
Yeah.
about
How many films have Emraan Hashmi and Vidya Balan done together? And if you can name those films.
that's easy.
Oh, The Dirty Picture,
Right.
Hamari Adhuri Kahani,
Right.
Ghanchakar.
My God.
Are there more?
No, that's it. 5 out of 5
I
for
got it
Prachi Desai.
all.
So
Yay!
the best that
I'm
you can do
ready.
is match her.
This is going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, and then
Very
we'll
tough.
have like a.
Did you get a hamper
quiz,
or something,
like a-
something
like
I
a-
can work for here?
That is something that we'll send across to your home. It's
we know
a
what that
nice
means.
hamper. No, don't. We know your home.
All right,
so
okay.
we'll send it across if you win.
If
But
I
I
win.
won.
Problem is,
It's gonna be
yeah. Let's
Yes.
If he does 5 all, then we have
I
like
think I got it already.
like a.
Okay.
All right. So everything is coming on you.
Oh, no, it was very, I was
It's very
whispering.
quick.
It
It's
was,
very quick.
okay.
Yeah. When is Prachi Desai's birthday, Emraan Hashmi?
12th of August.
One more guess. One more
wrong.
guess.
How dare you just told me it's 12th of August right now?
Because you asked.
Is it in August? Obviously it's in August.
12th is right. I can tell you, and it's you're nearby.
Oh my
12th of
god.
September.
My God.
You got it.
I got it!
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Give it to him like
12th of
that.
September.
You know, actually-
I didn't hear it right. Birthday.
Yeah.
12th of September.
He was thinking that we are talking about Independence Day, so he was.
Yeah.
Cheating.
So,
Okay, let's see.
you know,
okay,
actually,
let's
you
see.
cheated with him.
He asked me my birthday.
you
Can you
told-
believe it?
It's the wrong
No,
one.
so I got this right. 1 point.
What is Prachi Desai's Twitter handle? She will easily know.
At Prachi Desai.
One more guess.
At Desai Prachi.
No. One more guess.
Such an
Am I going
insensitive
close?
star.
Am I going
You're
close?
not
Very
actually.
insensitive. Let's put your phone in.
Just wait for a second. I'm not told not to do this. Just give me a second.
No, you're not allowed to do that. Faridoon?
Give me a second.
He's
There's no
trying to
timer on
Google
this,
actually.
right?
He's trying to
Not
Google
done.
actually. You know,
This is not
it's
done.
working for our show actually. It works.
It was. I got it, man. This is the hamper's mine.
Yeah, hamper is yours.
Anyway.
100%.
At It's Prachi Desai.
It's Prachi Desai. So 2 out of 2.
Really bad. Yeah, 2. Okay.
I'm a cheater.
Who played Prachi Desai's brother in Bol Bachchan? You work with him.
Ajay Devgan. 3 points.
What are you doing? You're feeding
getting the
him. Like,
Nice.
how mean is this?
Which film featured Prachi in a sizzling hot item number?
Yeah, I know this. That I don't know if I get the name right. It's I, me, or me. There's an item number in that, right? Was it how? That's me,
You
I,
better not
and
give him
me.
a hint for this.
One more.
Faridoon, don't do that.
Let's get the phone. Yeah, I'm making a call. Wait, I'm making a call on it here.
You know,
You want to You want to call and ask?
No, I'm not calling her.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
You know, people like Ranjit or Shakti Kapoor Saab.
She's worked with them in the acting song?
Amjad Khan. So, the characters that they play and that...
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give him a hint.
Yeah.
You worked with this person whose film I did an item song for.
You have worked
But
with
you
A song
know,
for.
the one I'm talking
your
about
cousin
is
as well.
right because there's an item song in that. There's an item song in
Arre,
that.
forget that,
That's
उसमें नहीं
a
है.
promotional-
नहीं नहीं
promotional
नहीं
song
नहीं
is
but
an
it's
item
not
song.
an item song. It's like this one you.
Oh, okay. Ek villain.
Okay.
Ek villain.
My God, that is brilliant. 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
3, no?
No, 4 out of 4.
3 with
4 out of 4.
With
Four
all our
No, no,
Four
all
out-
no.
4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. Let's be fair, actually. Name Prachi Desai's first Hindi film, Emraan Hashmi. You can actually. Come on, but this
I'm
much.
done for the day.
This
I'm not
much.
doing any more interviews
Sorry,
with
sorry.
this guy.
One thing.
This much.
I'm
This
done.
much. Well, you like that sort of music, actually. You like pop music.
Is it Rock On?
Rock on.
Yeah, I didn't go in. I just went to. I didn't go into it. Seriously.
Actually, it has become 5 all now.
get a hand
Besides,
pump?
we'll have to do like a.
You get a hand
No. It's like a dead heat. So
Okay.
1 question to you, 1 question to him.
But
Okay.
you've given him 25 hints
I
for
won't.
5 questions.
I promise I won't give a single hint now. Okay, I won't give a single hint. Now I'll ask you.
Okay.
Okay, which was Emraan Hashmi's debut film?
Footpath.
Got it? I'll give you now. I'll ask Emraan Hashmi. Prachi took part in which famous dance reality show?
It's all here. It's all a click away. Is it? 1 second. Let me get this.
Just do one thing. Just do this quiz with me only. We'll be here all day.
This is actually a bad message
Can I
for
help you?
kids.
Can you go to
For exam
Wikipedia?
papers, please don't take your
Can you
phone
go
in.
to Wikipedia? Let's make this faster for us, please. We'll come back to his question. Ask me.
No, absolutely. No, I think Emraan Hashmi. I was like
Go to Wikipedia.
extremely helpful to
Let's
you.
go here.
It was Jhalak Dikhla Ja.
Jhalak Dikhla
She
Ja,
has
right
actually
here.
got the hamper. So, yeah.
1 point less.
So let's clap for Prachi Desai.
Yay.
Yeah, seriously.
I know.
And
1 point
without
less.
any single hint.
But
And
I
this
have-
is
Yeah, and without any wrong guess.
absolutely. She did not take a single wrong guess. Well, you have to admit that she knows you far more than. But Emraan is
Very
generally like that with everyone.
With his own work
Yeah,
as well.
he is like.
Have we done this before?
We
have.
have.
We have. Okay.
We have actually.
Did I lose this badly?
You did. That's why I was
okay.
helping you out.
Alright.
Okay.
He came like prepared with the. You knew this was going to happen.
No, I didn't. It's not something that we have fixed. We
Yeah,
have
I
not
did not fix this match.
Yeah.
We'll do rapid fire quickly. We've got like fan questions after that. So we'll just quickly do rapid fire. He's damn good at this. I must
Oh
tell you.
yeah, he is.
Okay.
He gets this round.
What do you
Okay,
have
go
that
first with him.
Emraan Hashmi rapid fire? What do you have that other actors don't?
Kisses. Great kisses.
Great kisses. Okay. A film of yours that you love Ayan to see when he grows a bit older.
Azhar.
Okay. True or false? I hate when people keep talking about my kissing everywhere I go.
True.
You hate it?
I did.
Hamari Adhuri Kahani was a great film and deserved to do better business.
True.
Okay. An actress with whom you are dying to work with and could have a sizzling chemistry with.
Deepika.
Devika. If you can rate in order of sex appeal, Nargis Fakhri.
As in 10 being
Yeah, sex appeal. Yeah, 1 to 10.
10 out of 10.
Prachi Desai.
10 out of 10.
Nice. Lara Datta.
10 out of 10.
Is
You
good.
don't realize.
Is
you don't realize they're all in
make
this
the
thing,
ladies
right?
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, stacked strategy.
Okay. No, but I think he'll give 10 out of 10 to, from what I assumed, almost
Whoever
every.
he's working with at that given
Even
point
apart
in
from
time, he will
that,
give
even
them
apart
10
from
out
that,
of
I think he'll give 10 out of
That's what
10.
I
He's a very
feel.
generous guy.
This is what I feel.
Okay, react in one word or sentence to the following. Tony D'Souza.
Great director.
Ekta Kapoor.
Creative producer.
Match fixing.
Shouldn't happen.
Lust.
Watch my films.
Cheating after marriage.
Watch my films.
Hrithik Roshan.
Great dancer.
Deepika Padukone.
Very hot.
Very hot. So Prachi Desai, I must tell you that this is being quite honest and forthright. So this is something which comes naturally to Emraan Hashmi, and we'll move to Prachi Desai now. If you could go back and erase an event from your life, what would that be?
a film I did. I'm not going to say which.
So that's minus points. We've kind of equated now with the last.
What rubbish.
With the last game.
Yeah, I think he's right.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah?
I think
You've
he's
lost 1 point. That's why I got out in like 4.
Why? Because I took a second.
No, forget it. We are with you.
I was trying not to say the name of the film, so I was like, okay.
All right, we'll move on now. Hottest Bollywood actor at present, apart from Emraan Hashmi? Hrithik Roshan. All right.
Can I add a name?
Ji, bilkul.
Fawad Khan.
Fawad Khan. All right.
Can we extend that list?
And another one will be here to like.
Azharuddin dedicates his victory to Sangeeta. Who would you like your Who would like to dedicate your success to?
My mom.
Okay. If Emraan Hashmi and Mohammed Azharuddin asked you out for a date and you can choose only one date, who would you choose?
Emraan.
You're missing the moment?
Otherwise, don't be seeing this.
Your favorite Emraan Hashmi film?
Once Upon a Time in Mumbai.
Okay. A quick advice you'd like to give to the following, Emraan Hashmi. Start.
Stop kissing.
Stop kissing?
Yeah.
A slave to my I'm telling you. I was just talking about that.
Ekta Kapoor.
Ekta Kapoor.
Quick
What
advice
would I give her?
Yep.
Calm down.
Farhan Akhtar.
Oh my God! Just keep doing what you're doing.
Right. Ajay Devgan.
I wouldn't have any advice for Ajay.
You're so politically.
Yeah. Abhishek
No,
Bachchan.
seriously,
Abhishek
what
Bachchan.
advice would I give her?
Abhishek Bachchan.
Do more films, Abhishek. Yeah.
Do more films. So, Prachi Desai, I'm sorry to say.
So diplomatic.
He gets it, right?
Yeah, I think he
so
was.
diplomatic.
Let's be.
The round before this, whatever you had earned that, you just lost out.
Yeah, you were brilliant as far as hamper आपके घर पहुंच जाएगा.
Thank you so much.
No, we're even now. What is this?
So एक आपके तरफ एक इनके यहाँ पहुंच जाएगा. Dono, people don't worry. We are saying it on camera. Now we have lots of fan questions. We'll quickly take a few. Yeah.
Sure.
How this is Salvin from Singapore. How different is the chemistry with Emraan now as compared to Once Upon a Time in Mumbai?
I think the chemistry is definitely better, and I also think we really complement each other on screen. But I think Emraan looks the best with me.
Paulina from Bulgaria, for Emraan Hashmi, do you think your performance in Azhar will be the most acknowledged in your career?
I hope so. I mean, I've done my best. I've been honest and sincere with all my films and performances, and you are as good as the role or the character that's offered to you. And this is one of the most interesting characters that I've played, and one of the most complex ones.
Okay, Prachi Desai, what is the first thing that captures your attention whenever you read a script? Love from Bahrain, Fatinaz from Bahrain.
Obviously my role, if it's interesting, and then the whole storyline.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, both has to go hand in hand.
Bilkul, absolutely. Samapti Roy from West Bengal for Emraan Hashmi. Who is your inspiration? What should one do in the toughest phase of life?
Well, I get inspired by a lot of things. There's not one particular thing that inspires me. I think I try to draw inspiration from as many things and as many people. I think it's just rolling with the punches. You just have to live life and take each day as it goes, and just be willing to kind of give it all. Like life is going to throw a lot of things at you, but you have to just keep moving on. And the moment you stop and start thinking a lot about it and kind of soak in that negativity, I think that's what gets to people. I think just move on, just dust yourself and move on.
Absolutely. You're happy with the response to Kiss of Life?
I'm loving it. Yeah, it's a great response. Every day, I get a lot of mail, a lot of letters sent of people who've read the book, and they said it's just completely transformed them. And these are not people who are battling cancer.
Right.
They're normal people who have read the book, and it just also reduces the probability of people. It has a chapter that tells you how to reduce the probability of getting cancer if you don't have it.
Absolutely. Adil from Dubai for Prachi. Few days back we heard you are doing movie on G Rupa Devi. Is it true? Are you doing a movie?
I wouldn't be able to make any official statements on that yet, but
This is a politician.
One can learn. Please continue.
But I will say I read that too.
You read that too?
I read that news piece as well.
Kya baat?
I don't know where that came from.
This is Zakia from UK for Emraan Hashmi. One word to describe Azhar. I think she's talking about the movie.
one word to describe Azhar in the movie, I would say inspirational.
Inspirational?
Yeah.
Zara from New Delhi for... Okay, this is for... Okay.
So there was one more kissing question here. This kind of
No.
Too much.
Actually, it's like a... I'll mention it. Is there any secret behind your perfect looks? I thought it's for Prachi, but it's...
Dude, I have no
Zara
problem.
from New...
Exactly, even he was shocked. He moved on. Oh, it's Emraan. Oh my God.
Yeah, generally you'd expect it for women actually.
Like
Generally you'd expect that for women.
Yeah.
So I was a bit surprised.
I don't know if I have to be happy about that.
Perfect looks. Do I have perfect looks?
Sonia from USA for Prachi, an actor you haven't worked with but would love to.
Aditya Roy Kapoor.
Okay, Srishti Kadam from Mumbai for Azhar Kero. Imran, would you like to do more biopics like Azhar in future?
I'd love to. This is really my genre of choice because a certain amount of realism that you can bring about, in the subject,
right.
and also tweak it to make it slightly dramatic for our audience. So I think it's a good blend of these two things.
This is Mihir from KKC, from Anand, Gujarat for Prachi. Your journey from serials to movies. How's been your journey from serials to movies?
Very unconventional, very unplanned, and I think I just took it as it came. But yeah, a lot of things I think came as a blow to me. I don't think I expected any of it, and I learned so many things about the industry. I mean, so many misconceptions were cleared out.
Fabulous. Last question for Emraan Hashmi. Umesh Punwani from Mumbai. When do you start working on Murder 4? Heard the movie is on cards.
Yeah, it's still being scripted, so there's no shooting date that's been set. But whenever the script is ready and we're good to go, and we'll announce that soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.